Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In this video, we're still in the time arc. This is Boruto Boruto episode 132 review. We're still in the past arc, and in that arc, Oroshiki threatens to take Naruto's chakra. The Cubeus chakra inside of Naruto, and now we are in a situation where Jiraiya is also alive, and Jiraiya um, trains both Boruto and Naruto. And Jiraiya is trying to ensure that Naruto and Boruto synchronizes their chakra so that they can create some kind of a jutsu which will surprise the Urashiki guy. Now, Boruto and Naruto are trying so hard to try and synchronize their chakras, but in the process, when Boruto and Naruto were training, Boruto was worried about Naruto in uh, failing to control the Cubeus chakra, or having seen the clock form in the previous episode. I think that kind of scared him a little bit. So while they're doing the training, Boruto's always worried, and now that results in them being unable to synchronize their chakras. So in that process, while they fail to synchronize their chakra, both Boruto and Naruto realizes that they're worried about each other. Naruto's also worried that while he was in the nine-tailed cloak form, which happened in the previous episode, he might have had Boruto, and which he's worried that he needs to control the Cubeus chakra so that he can stop hating people that he loves, people that are around him, and he's worried about that. And he's sitting alone and thinking about it while Boruto left the training ground and he went to the Yugi family. Once he arrived at the Yugi family, he finds that Hinata and Neji are busy training with their Byakugan and, well, to be precise, maybe their Taijutsu, with the use of the gentle fist, what you call the gentle fist, and the Byakugan technique that they always want to harness as the Yuga family. But Boruto watches in secret as they train, and once they finish training, Boruto get a chance to talk to Neji, his uncle Neji. Now, Boruto is talking to Neji about his situations with Naruto and how he's scared of Naruto, and what has transpired in between him and Naruto. And now this that instance triggered memories in Neji's mind where he was fighting Naruto in the Chunin exams, and how he lost to Naruto, and why he lost, because Naruto couldn't give up. He's got the guts to not give up. But also, just telling that story to Boruto has helped Boruto to understand that there's no need for him to feel pity for Naruto, because the guy is fighting faith itself. And it's some of the things that are exciting about this time traveling arc, where you see that Boruto gets to meet people who have died long ago and gets to learn something from them. And it's quite exciting to see that this is what they've brought in the series. It's quite exciting times, if you ask me. But at the same time, while Boruto was talking to Neji, Sasuke was also talking to Naruto, telling Naruto that he also had a friend who was very stubborn, and that friend couldn't give up on him, And that storyline is sort of synced. It helped Naruto to be more motivated, while also Neji on the other side, his story about Naruto also motivated Boruto. And now Boruto wants to come back into the training ground, and together with Naruto also excited to come back to the training ground. At the same time, Jiraiya is watching all of this, and Jiraiya is already testing his hypothesis. And I talked about Jiraiya's hypothesis in my previous video earlier this morning before I could see the release of episode 132, whereby I talked about Jiraiya having recognized four things having helped Jiraiya to identify the fact that both Boruto and Naruto are coming from the future. And those things are, one is the chakra synchronization, where Boruto and Naruto can synchronize the chakra. We've seen that in episode 131. And another thing is that the resemblance, Sasuke and Boruto. Boruto looks like Naruto, and Sasuke looks like the young Sasuke. There is a resemblance there. Jiraiya recognized that. And another thing that Jiraiya might have recognized is that the Rasengan used by Boruto also says something about Boruto coming from the future, because there's only a few people who can use the Rasengan, and obviously if Boruto is using the Rasengan, he must have inherited this jutsu from someone like Naruto in the future. So it sort of like makes sense for Jiraiya to conclude on this hypothesis. Maybe the last thing that one can talk about is the knowledge that both Boruto and Sasuke possess around the Konoha village. I've talked about this in detail in my previous video. If you wanted to know why, the full details of why Jiraiya had those kind of hypotheses and why he sort of like predicted easily. Well, as you can see at the end of this episode, which is episode 132, you sort of see Jiraiya confronting Sasuke and asking him that, or telling him that he is Uchiha Sasuke, and Sasuke is very surprised by the identification coming from Jiraiya, and that's what's exciting about this episode. And to just sort of see that Jiraiya is very smart. I mean, and Jiraiya is super smart in here, and it took Sasuke by surprise that Jiraiya had already identified him, and Sasuke was hiding very well, and it was making it very difficult for anyone to identify that it is Uchiha Sasuke. But Jiraiya had already figured out through his hypothesis. And now this is quite nice, because you sort of see that Sasuke is surprised, and he cannot believe that Jiraiya has such powerful analysis. He can analyze things to that level, to that extent. And you know, a lot of people online are saying that maybe it's because Jiraiya is associated with the toads. That's why it's easy for him to predict this. I do think that that's not the case. I feel like Jiraiya is smart enough to recognize that this is Sasuke from the future, because of the reasons which I stipulated in this video and the previous one that I did. So I thank you for staying on the channel. Please subscribe, and I shall see you next time. Thank you.